We've all been there, watching your favorite streamer play the game and absolutely dominate lobbies for hours on end, leaving you wanting to play the game yourself and improve, only to play a few, get destroyed, and get off like nothing happened, only to repeat the cycle the next week. You were left feeling annoyed and filled with despair, or in other words, stuck. The answer to get out of this hole you are in, though, is not going to be found through a tips and tricks video like you may think. It all starts within you. But let's understand a point first. Overwatch is hard. As much as your high-ranked friends or content creators want to make it seem, getting to GM in Overwatch is a relatively difficult thing to do. I used to think it was easy too until I played a different game and experienced what you are all feeling. That game being Rainbow Six Siege, where they also released a ranked 2.0 system that is easier to climb in, yet I find myself hard stuck in Plat and Emerald, which most YouTubers and high-ranked players consider terrible even though it's the top 5 to 10% of players. This is very similar to Overwatch's ranked 2.0 system as well. The reality of it is that the people that are saying that it's easy to get to the top 1% are the same people that have been playing the game for 5 or more years. This is where the problems start, however. When exposed to these ideas, it forces you to look at the game in a very specific lens. Almost as if Overwatch is a simple game where all it takes is to Suzu at the right times and heal your team a bunch, but in reality, the game is much, much deeper than that, which you are conscious of, but never truly think about on a daily basis. Because of this, you have a short-minded framework for a game that requires intense, deliberate thought. So your mental framework is why you are stuck. We've established this, but how do you go about getting unstuck? The first step is assessing yourself and understanding whether or not you should take a break from the game for a bit or not. For me, I kept performing the same mistakes over and over and over again in Siege, even though I was completely aware of it. Practicing more was not helping, and I found myself getting more tilted the more I played, blaming teammates for my own shortcomings, which is one of the deadly sins that keep you back from progressing. Realistically, this is how you get yourself unstuck, by taking a step back and reflecting, but that isn't going to stop you from getting stuck again, so it is important that while you do or do not take this time, that you look for ways to fix your mindset and get back into improving. No matter what, improvement has to be your #1 priority. However, notice how this wasn't the title of the video. You didn't click here to hear the same crap because you probably already know that getting better is directly related to your ELO going up in the game. This is still an important point to make, however, because while you might know this to be true, the likelihood that you are actually acting on it is slim, or else you wouldn't be focused on feeling stuck, you would be focused on improvement. The reality of it is, though, is that the way you may be going about improvement is sometimes wrong. Since you are here watching this video, I assume you also watch educational content on Overwatch, but it is important that you watch the right kind of content. Guide videos and tip videos are great places to get you up to speed with the player base and get you to the ranks like Diamond and Masters, but it gets to a point where content like this, even mine, only gets you so far. Instead of looking for these videos that are get-rich-quick schemes in a way, it is important to look at videos that delve into professional play like contenders, or review other players that may be higher ranked than you to understand their decisions, but also where they go wrong. This is why I want to start doing VOD review videos again, because while they may be longer, it helps players that are higher leveled because it forces you to think for yourself and understand Overwatch, rather than memorizing the points presented in one of the many guides I've created. At the end of the day, however, improvement looks different for everyone, and it doesn't look the same throughout the entire process. At the start of my Siege journey, I needed to watch character guides to build a foundation on the characters, but it wasn't until watching pro play that I learned the deeper intricacies of different characters and their kits. Lastly, it's important to get realistic when you feel stuck and understand the bigger picture. At the end of the day, ELO really means nothing, even though it always feels like it does. ELO is the reward you get for mastering your mind and figuring out what tactics work for you to push your improvement at a skill. Aside from that, it doesn't mean anything more. The difference between a Masters 1 player and a Grandmaster 5 is very slim. Any one of those players could beat the other on a given day. Gauging improvement is rooted in a deeper understanding of the activity and what is happening, and understanding the why instead of the what that is happening. This is only possible by rewiring your mindset towards forward progress over time instead of getting upset at the current moment. It's all about adopting a growth mindset and rejecting a fixed mindset. Getting unstuck really comes down to reminding yourself what improvement improvement looks like and that your goals are achievable. Improvement is not linear. It works in sharp waves that occur at varying intervals. Becoming stuck is inevitable, but breaking free is not if you don't take the time to understand the bigger picture. Understand that what you are doing is difficult even if your idols say that it's easy, but don't let that stop you from growing. Do everything you can to keep an open, improvement-based mindset, and you will break free and get back to focusing on what really matters. I understand that different strategies may work for different people, so let me know what you do to break free from being stuck. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, but until next time, I've got to peace out and Paz out. I'll see you in the next one.